this Raggedy book. Turning Imperfection into Power: How to Embrace Your Flaws and Achieve Your Greatest Potential, by Jared Ford. Introduction. The beauty of Raggedy. Perfection is overrated. There, I said it. It is a myth that we have all been chasing like a dog after its own tail. Round and round we go, getting dizzy, getting nowhere. And for what? So we can look perfect? Act perfect? Live perfect? Spoiler alert. Perfection does not exist, and even if it did, it would probably be boring as well, you know. Let us be real for a second. How many times have you stopped yourself from doing something because it was not just right? You have probably got a graveyard of unfinished projects, brilliant ideas, and almost there plans lying somewhere in the recesses of your mind, gathering dust. Why? Because they were not perfect enough. And so they sit, waiting for a day when everything is just right. But guess what? That day never comes. Perfection is like that one friend who is always on the way, but never actually shows up. It is time to stop waiting. This book? It is not perfect. Far from it. In fact, I am going to say something outrageous. It is Raggedy. I mean, look at the title. But here's the kicker. It is intentionally raggedy because life is messy, success is messy, and the path to becoming the greatest version of yourself is often full of bumps, bruises, and, well, a little bit of chaos. And do you know what? That is okay. We live in a world that idolizes the polished, the pristine, and the Instagram-ready version of things. But let me ask you this. How many of those perfectly curated lives have you actually connected with on a deep, meaningful level? When was the last time you looked at a flawless photo of someone's breakfast smoothie and thought, wow, that speaks to my soul? Yeah, didn't think so. The truth is, real connection happens in the Raggedy moments, when things do not go according to plan, when we stumble, when we admit we do not have it all together. So, if you're here looking for a guide to perfection, you have come to the wrong place. This is a guide to embracing imperfection, celebrating the raggedy parts of life, and using them to your advantage. This book is about letting go of the need to have everything perfectly aligned before you take action. It is about showing up as you are, flaws and all, and realizing that is enough. Spoiler alert, you are enough. Now, I know what you are thinking, but isn't success about doing things the right way? Isn't there a point where things need to be polished and perfect? And to that, I say, nope, not even close. Some of the most successful people on the planet did not wait for perfection. They took messy, raggedy action and figured things out along the way. You have heard the phrase, done is better than perfect, right? Well, this book is going to show you why that is more than just a cute saying for your Pinterest board. It is a way of life. The myth of perfection. Perfection is a clever lie. We have been conditioned to believe that it is the key to success, happiness, and admiration. But perfectionism is really just a fancy name for fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not measuring up. It keeps you stuck. It convinces you that your work, your life, and even you are not good enough yet. Here's the truth. Perfection is unattainable, and even if it were, chasing it would lead to a lot of wasted time. Life is inherently raggedy. It is full of missteps, wrong turns, and failures. And do you know where success comes from? From diving headfirst into that mess, figuring it out as you go, and embracing the ragged edges along the way. Sure, things might not look as polished as you would like at first, but they will be real, they will be you, and they will evolve. And here is the kicker. The world doesn't care about your perfection. What the world craves, what people truly connect with, is your authenticity. The things that make you feel flawed, unfinished, or less than. Those are the things that make you human. Those are the things that draw others in, that inspire connection, and that build trust. And that is where the real magic happens. The Raggedy Path to Success. Let me give you a little insider information. There is no such thing as a perfect journey to success. There is no clear-cut path. Everyone's journey looks a little different, and everyone's success story is full of moments that would make you think, how did they ever make it? Guess what? They did not get there by being perfect. They got there by being persistent, by showing up when things were messy, and by refusing to let imperfection stop them from moving forward. Consider this book a Raggedy guide to success. Each chapter is designed to help you embrace the flaws, the mess, and the imperfections in your life and work. Along the way, you will see stories, not too perfect, I promise, practical exercises, and reflections to help you internalize these ideas. Because this is not about just reading, it is about applying these ideas to your life and getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. Entrepreneurs, creatives, professionals, parents, whoever you are, this book has something for you. And if you happen to be an entrepreneur, shout out to the fellow scrappy souls building something from scratch. These lessons will hit home in a big way. Trust me, the startup life is the epitome of Raggedy, and success in that world is about embracing imperfection with open arms. What to expect? So, here's the plan. This book is broken down into chapters, each focusing on a key idea around imperfection and success. I will throw in some humor, some Raggedy stories, and most importantly, practical ways for you to take these ideas and run with them. We're not going to wrap everything up with neat little bows. There is no grand conclusion after every chapter because, let's face it, life doesn't have tidy endings. You're not going to get a perfect system to follow. Instead, you will find ideas you can use right now, wherever you are, however messy things feel. In the end, this is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming your greatest version for your current level of life, using what you have, flaws and all. You're not waiting for the perfect moment anymore. You're taking action, learning, adapting, and trusting the process. And that, my friends, is what leads to real success. Ready to get Raggedy? Let's do this. Let us dive into the mess and see what happens. Because here's the thing. There's magic in the Raggedy. There's power in imperfection. And there's success waiting for you. Not in some far-off, polished version of yourself, but right here, right now, in the beautifully messy, wonderfully flawed version of you that is already enough. Welcome to this Raggedy book. It is going to be a wild, imperfect ride, and I would not want it any other way.